So this is a model that I've created called Organizing in Relation to the World. And I'd like to go over it with you. As you can see here, it has awareness, orientation, perception, and intelligence. And you see here in the center, there are 4 words. It says downloading, reactive, first person, and me. And so in relating with the world, this is when you or someone is relating out of what you already know. You know, we see what we expect to see. It's as if all of the memory that we have, all the conditioned thinking that we have, actually looks for consistencies in the way we relate with the world around us. So we call this a first-person orientation. These are the orientations. And then our level of awareness is coming from myself or me. Now, if I move to this second layer here into it, what I'm able to do is move from kind of downloading from my own past, my existing frameworks of thought and so forth, my interpretations, into really seeing what's outside, taking the curtain off the window, actually seeing the existing reality. Not in sort of the projections or the slides that I project on the wall and downloading, but I'm really seeing what's going on from a second person orientation. And that instead of being in a reactive orientation to my own assumptions or my own interpretations, I'm responsive to the factual reality that's actually going on, this second person perspective. And I'm able to open the head. Rather than be caught in my voice of judgment, I'm able to open my mind and really receive what's going on. But then there are individuals that spend a lot of time out here in this third person orientation. And in the third person orientation, I move from seeing to my sensing perceptions. So it's not about it, it's about them, and I'm able to see the world through the other's eyes by suspending my habitual judgment and redirecting my attention back to the source. In other words, the one looking behind it all. And I'm able to tap into a collective intelligence, a social intelligence, by opening my heart. And then there's individuals that reach a sort of fourth dimension, a fourth perspective, fourth person perspective, where out here they move from seeing it through the other's eyes to going beyond any of this activity into the now, into the present moment, moving from sensing to pre-sensing an emerging future possibility by design. And in this fourth person orientation, there's really no distance between the being and the doing. And so you're just simply in the creative orientation, or as we might call it, a co-creative state, where you're adaptable as well as creative, that current reality becomes a point of construction as well as your desired state, which you love, which you seek to create. And so when creators are really looking to kind of tap into their sense of purpose or their calling in the world or sensing their authentic self, the real work they need to do in the world, they're occupying this fourth dimension. And so getting there has to do with the process of suspending our existing models of thought and then redirecting our attention back to source. The place from which we're looking is we're open to being changed by the world around us, kind of the them rather than the it, and that we're moving into this outward orientation and spending more of our time in this fourth person perspective. So this is the model of organizing in relation to the world so that you can develop, kind of see where you can develop your own capacities for moving from reactive to responsive to what's going on, to collectively creating, to actually a creative state from which you start with nothing.